You're so cute. Go for it.
Today we are finally tying up all the loose ends when it comes to the firewall. And we're starting by covering up the old vent hole that went to the heater box. So we are finishing up the firewall, but there are a few places that have a little bit of rust on them, so we are going to scuff them up and put just a little bit of rust encapsulator on them. I'm just gonna get a little Perea on there and then we'll paint it. Right.
Cool.
We're good. Okay, so now that that is all done and all of the paint that we put on it has dried, we are going to step 2 of covering the vent hole thing, and that is with the cover and some silicone.
Yeah, real thick. Yeah, like that. All the way around. That agree. Yeah, that's good. You okay?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think it should be up there pretty good because it's hard to like move now.
Perfect.
I feel like one of those girls in the movies that's being really dramatic. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, we're good. Look, I did the like 80s thing where you put your overalls like this that I couldn't reach. Okay, so we got it all sealed up. Next thing we have to do is actually finish installing our steering column, which we never actually did.
It was installed. We didn't quite get the seal on there.
Yeah, so we just kind of like left it as like mostly installed, just not properly sealed. So there are these metal pieces, there are actually 2, that you put over the seal, and we're going to screw them in, and that's about it. It goes up like this. I completely forgot how it went. So I was holding it upside down. I just completely forgot how this goes in. It goes in like that. My knee is on something weird, but I'm in the best position I've gotten in, so knee, you're gonna have to...
And yeah, just get it started.
1 down, 6 to go. Cutting off circulation.
Gotta go 90s.
80s or 90s?
90s.
I don't know, you're old. I will do it on my own.
Is that going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Do you see how weird this is?
Just all
Would you
folded
bring
up
me
and
a
stuff?
body hammer?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, bring the like one that has the like pointy one on the end.
I've got it when you're ready.
I just want to see if I can... Yeah. It was up a little bit and I just wanted to...
Nice.
Yeah,
Is that against there now?
Yeah, that made
Nice.
it sit flat. Okay, so now that the column is all done, we're going back to the passenger side to put in a condensation hose. So my air conditioning doesn't have, it drips condensation but doesn't actually have a hose that leads out of the car, so it drips on the passenger seat right now. So we're going to fix that and then move on to finishing up prep for the firewall, X-mat, and pad.
Oh yeah. So yeah, if you tap, you can hear where it's. So,
Yeah.
Oh look, you can even see the plug welds.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the plug welds. So right here. Okay.
Okay, so we found the spot where we want to drill, but because of the angle and everything, our drill can't fit in there. So I'm going to drill a really small pilot hole just to like show exactly where we want it, and Dad will double check it's in a good spot and then drill from the other side.
So you're on that line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. I can see the hole. Oh, watch out for those little shavings there. That looks like that's it.
Okay, so we have the hole made. We're going to put a nozzle through to connect a few tubes. But first I'm going to put right stuff around it just to make sure everything holds up.
You have to get into...
That's the problem.
Oh, that's great, El. That's excellent. Okay, I'm going to get under there. Very good. Be getting there. Actually, I feel pretty tight, El.
Okay, then I want to stop.
Yeah, that's great. Now, I'm just going to turn it just a little bit. I think that is going to be right on the money.
Okay.
That's
it.
Yeah, that's it. Nice and straight. Oh, that's perfect. Good job.
I quit.
You did good.
I quit. One of the main things that we needed to do on the firewall was plug up any unnecessary holes because we have drilled a whole bunch of holes and not used a whole bunch of the holes that we have drilled. So we're going to go through every hole that we have ever made or was already made in the firewall and either plug the unnecessary ones up with grommets, or if they don't fit the grommets that we have, we'll use right stuff to get it all sealed up. I see a light coming through in a circle weld thing. This one looks like the size of the pad hole and all the rest look too small. This one?
That's the one. Yep. Perfect.
I think that's all of the holes.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't see anything else.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so it's a new day and we're going to try and finish the firewall today. This is taking a lot longer than we thought it would. So we are no longer saying that things are going to be fast and easy because they're usually not. So we are going to put up some X-mat on the firewall and then put the firewall pad on. This is the same X-mat that we put on the floor. So we've actually used this before and it was really easy. So we're just going to cut little pieces of this and patchwork it all the way up as far as we feel it's necessary to go with the X-mat and then move on. So now all of the X-mat is in. It actually wasn't harder. It wasn't as hard as we thought it was going to be, mainly because everything is usually harder than we think it's going to be. So it was actually really good. We got it all the way basically to the top of the firewall on most parts. So it should be good. And now we are going to put in the pads. But before we can do that, we need to make a few adjustments to them. Okay, so we have this piece done. It goes all the way on the driver's side. So now that this is done, we're going to try and get it in. The firewall pad is secured by little pins like this. So I'm just going to push them through the holes and then get it inside the holes in the firewall.
Go for it. Oh yeah, good job.
There we go.
Okay, so if you can feel it and get it in that
There's
hole,
all your little marks.
just above that, you get it. You tell me when you see it lining up in there, and I've got a good spot to
There.
push.
Do you need a hammer?
I don't think so. I think that's got it in there. But I mean, it's in. It's not
Okay.
coming out. So now it's just a question of Is this lined up on the hole?
Do you want me? Because I can see that.
Yeah, you
one.
can see it from the other side, huh? It's like in the fender well.
Oh. Okay, I found it.
Okay, I'm gonna move out of the way.
Oh wait, you were close.
I was?
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is it.
Yeah. Push. It's in.
I think it's in.
It's in.
Yay!
Okay, so we got the first piece in, thankfully. That was hard. Not easy.
Not easy.
Very nice workout. And now we have moved on to basically the biggest piece of the firewall pad, which we also have a few spots to cut out, but we're also going to cut this piece in half, mainly because we have a vintage air kit, which will not let this fit in one piece. So we're going to cut it in half, put them together, and then tape it so that it stays, and it should work.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Barely touch, yeah. I'll let it tap out. Cool?
Yeah, I think so.
And you got the collar slid down on it? Nice work.
Okay, so that is all done. We had to cut quite a bit off of the firewall pad, and the X-mat was a lot of patchwork, so we don't know how much it did, but I'm glad we did it. It's all good, and I think it's definitely going to keep the noise down when we're driving. So to test it out, we're going to go for a quick drive and see if it changes anything.
I don't know.
Maybe a little bit.
I think it is a little quieter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it was a slight change, it was definitely noticeable and sounded a lot better. Listen to a before and after of this drive and a drive on the same spot on our street last week.
This is definitely quieter.
So it's definitely better, and it can only go up from here as we add carpets, X-mat on the doors, and kick panels, so it's going to get quieter as we go. It's nice to have the firewall finally all sealed up, and to know that it's cooler and quieter. So what I'm taking out of the garage is that sometimes it's nice to have some quiet. Thank you to Eastwood. The X-mat that we used was the exact same stuff that they sent us when we originally did the floors, and that was a little while ago, so it's holding up really well, and it was really nice to have some to use. Thanks as always to my executive producer, Drew Carter, and if you would like to support me, go to my website at elliesgarage.com, where you can find links to my merch and to my Patreon. I'll see you next time in the garage. The chalk!
Not the chalk.
It looks very 90s.
Totally. It's very Rachel.
Thank you. That's all I ever dreamed of.